On another issue, we're also coming into the Vilnius summit on July 11th. The United States wants Sweden's ascension to NATO quickly. Erdogan says it's not going to happen until his demands are met. How do you see this playing out?
Well, obviously, we think that it's important that Sweden become a member of NATO. We're glad that Finland is, and we work a lot with our Swedish counterparts and our Turkish counterparts to make sure that that happens. Sweden has obviously taken a number of measures to address what are legitimate concerns on the Turkish side in terms of security. And a lot of those measures have been taken, some are ongoing, and we fully expect and hope that by the time Vilnius comes, the summit at Vilnius, that Sweden will be a member.
And if Sweden is still blocked, what is the US response?
Well, obviously, it's our hope that they will be, and we still believe that that by Vilnius it can happen. Sweden has taken great measures to comply with the agreement that came out of the sidelines of the Madrid summit a year ago. We believe that they have complied, and we hope that in the couple of weeks that still stand before Vilnius that an agreement can be reached.
Is the sale of US F-16s linked to Turkey's approval for Sweden's NATO bid?
The administration has not linked it. Obviously, the Biden administration favors the sale of F-16s to make sure that Turkey continues to be a strong and interoperable member of NATO. But so there is no linkage there. Having said that, in our system of government, obviously, and I understand it well, having served 18 years in Congress, Congress has a significant role, and members of Congress have certainly, drawn a link between those two items. They feel very strongly, my former colleagues, that Sweden become a member of NATO, and I certainly communicate that often with our Turkish counterparts.
And so, do you expect more weapon sales to be coming?
Well, our hope is that Sweden can become a member of NATO, and that we can move forward with weapon sales. There are other sales that are moving forward. One was just approved just a few weeks ago, an avionics upgrade package. So there are different sales that are going on, but the big one is the F-16 request, and we hope that that can move forward. But obviously, we also hope that Sweden can become a member of NATO soon.
US relations have also been strained by Turkey's purchase of Russian weapons. Are Turkey's ties with Russia still a cause of US concern?
Well, we understand that Turkey cannot impose the same kind of sanctions that we have in the West, particularly the US and the EU, given their geography and their history. But having said that, they've committed not to allow their territory to be used to circumvent sanctions. And we work with our Turkish counterparts on that issue frequently. Russia will always test their neighbors and move around these sanctions where they can. And our efforts are with our Turkish counterparts, not to play gotcha and say, all right, you're doing this or that, but let them know when the Russians are trying to use their territory to circumvent. And I should say that Turkey has been very stalwart and strong on Ukrainian sovereignty. And within 5 days of the invasion, they had invoked the Montreux Treaty to keep Russian warships out of the Black Sea. And that has been a significant measure. And they continue to support things like the grain deal. Only Turkey could have negotiated that a number of times. And so it's been valuable to have them in the position they are.